Hello students. So today we are learning history for class 7 part 2 chapter 1 when, where and how. In previous part 1 we have learnt in the medieval period of India, so that is 8th to 18th century and 8th to 12th century. In the between of 8th and 12th century we have seen transition period. So many empires rise and fall there. Also we have learnt name of the India's ancient name of India. So many names we have learnt in previous class. And also see here about Al-Biruni. He travelled to India and he written book, means he wrote book. So that book name is Tariq al-Hind. So here till completed previous chapter, means previous part, it's a part 1. Now we are going to learning political conditions. Political conditions. See here, in political conditions we have seen here Harshavardhana. He was the last ruler of northern part and central India. See here, he was the last ruler of North India and South India. So during the same time, see here, Cholas, okay, and see here, Chalukyas are the last emperor, means they are the last ruler of South India. See, political condition we have seen here. Harshavardhana, he was the last ruler of North India and Central India. Means actually it is a Central India. It is a not South, it is a Central India. And also during the same time we have seen Chalukyas are the last ruler of South India. So in the medieval period also we have seen here some 3 empires, 3 dynasties, most powerful dynasties emerged. That dynasties are there here. So first dynasty, Rashtrakutas. Second, Gurjara. Okay, Gurjara Pratihara. And third one, Palas. See, in the medieval period 3 powerful dynasties are emerged, means they are emerged that. First one, Rashtrakutas. Second one, Gurjara Pratiharas. And third one, Palas. Rashtrakutas emerged in Deccan part, in Deccan, Gurchara Pratiharas at Malwa, and Palas, we have seen they emerged the dynasty of Bengal. Okay, so these three are very powerful dynasties emerged in medieval period. And see here, next, social organization. See, social organization and attitude. Okay, students, social organization and attitude. In this concept, we are learning during the Delhi Sultanate. During the Delhi Sultanate, in the part of northern, means north part of India, the Islam became visible. Islam became visible, and Hindus began to learn Persian. Hindus also here began to learn Persian. The official language of ruler in the north part of India, the official language of rulers, Persian language. So it is the social organization and attitude. In social organization and attitude, in this content we have learned, means we will learn here during the Sultanate period, Delhi Sultanate period in the part of North India, some Islam religious visible here. Hindus also began to learn Persian, and official language of the rulers is Persian only here. And next see here, economic condition. Economic conditions. So we know that as a result, we have seen in medieval period the growing urbanization. It's a growing urbanization. In the medieval period, we have seen minerals, wealth, and agriculture. So these three are backbone of economy. Minerals, wealth, agriculture. So these are backbone of economic conditions. And also we have seen here, it's a result of growing urbanization. So during this period, and trade and commerce also well developed in the medieval period. So it is about economic conditions. And next concept is there here, religion. Religion. Followers of the religion started the movement. Followers of the different religions started living in the different places and also spread the movements. Means the Hindus started Bhakti movement and Islam started the Sufi movement. but both stressed realization of God and union with the God through the devotion. They teach to the people God is one. So this is the movements of religions. Hindu started Bhakti movement and Islam started here Sufi movement, and both intention is same is there. So God is one. Okay, it is about religion. And next, sources of medieval period. See here. Sources of medieval period. So we have seen here sources. We know that sources of history. In previous class you have learned that. In sources of history there are two types of sources. One is archaeology and second one is literary. And that like also here same is the sources of medieval period. History is constructed by historians. And we have seen here literary source. See here. The sources can be dividing also here two types. So first one is literary sources. Second one is archaeological sources. Okay, literary source, these are the handwritten, and archaeological sources are the study of old materials. So these are the sources of medieval period. First one is literary source and second one is archaeological source. Literary source is a handwritten and archaeological sources are study of old materials. Okay students, so today part 2 completed here. But what you have learnt in part 2 means in today's class, you have learnt political condition. In political conditions you have learnt today Harshavardhana was the last ruler of North India and Central India. And also during the same time Chauhans are the last ruler of south part, means South India. In the medieval period, 3 powerful dynasties are emerged in the medieval period. That dynasties are the Rashtrakutas, the Gurjara Pratiharas and the Palas. The Rashtrakutas, they emerged in their kingdom in Deccan part, and the Gurjara Pratiharas of Marwa, they emerged their kingdom at Marwa, means of Marwa, and Palas, they emerged their dynasty at Bengal. These are the very powerful dynasties today you have learnt. And also we have learnt in today's class social organization and attitude. We have seen in this topic social means in the part of North India, Delhi Sultans. In the part of North India, Delhi Sultans means here when they are ruling in the northern part, Islam became visible here. Islam religious became visible. And Hindus began to learn Persian language. The official language of means the rulers. The rulers of the official language is the Persian. So it is a social organization and attitude. And also you have completed, means also you have learnt in today's class economic conditions. Minerals, agriculture and wealth. These are the three backbone of economy. Economically, these are three backbones of the persons. And also we have seen here as a result of developed the urbanization, also developed trade and commerce. And next content we have learned today, religion. In this religion, some followers, they spread their religion in the all over the world, and here Hindus started Bhakti movement and Sufism started Islam started the Sufi movement. And also we have learnt in today's class sources of medieval period. We know that history is constructed by historian. History is constructed by historian. We have seen here sources of medieval period is divided by two categories. So first one is literary source and second one is archaeological source. Literary source is a handwritten and archaeological source is a study of old materials. Okay student, I hope you all are understood today's class. You do it well. And next class I am continuing in next period. Thank you.